13, slavery abolished. On December 6, 1865, the 13th Amendment was ratified. The ruling was that neither slavery nor involuntary servitude, except as a punishment for a crime, shall exist in the United States or any place subject to their jurisdiction. Amendment 13 was the first step for the United States to become a better country because it ended slavery. However, Jim Crow laws were established.
All right. Okay, we have another declaration.
1857, Drescott was a slave in the U.S., pursued unsuccessfully for his freedom in the famous Drescott v. Sanford case of 1857. His case was based on the fact that he and his wife Harriet were slaves, but had lived in the states and territories where slavery was illegal, including Illinois and Minnesota. This case determined that blacks were inferior and therefore had no rights under the Constitution. Drescott's case sanctioned the Jim Crow laws after the 13th Amendment.
Good afternoon, and welcome, Dr. Roberts. In the 1896 decision, Plessy v. Ferguson, the U.S. Supreme Court decided that a Louisiana law mandating separate but equal accommodations for blacks and whites on an interstate railroad was constitutional. This provided the legal foundation to justify many other actions by state and local governments to segregate blacks and whites. The majority of people also attacked the 14th Amendment, which claims separation does not stamp blacks with a badge of inferiority, because both blacks and whites were treated equally under law, in the sense that whites were forbidden to sit in a railroad car designated for blacks. The majority decision in Plessy v. Ferguson served as the organizing of legal justification for racial segregation for over 50 years. This led to sanctuaring separate but equal schools. However, segregated schools for blacks were not equal. Plessy v. Ferguson was overturned in 1954 by Brown v. Board of Education.
Thank you. Well done. And here are the ultimates. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Brown v. the Board of Education of Topeka, 1854, was a landmark decision of the United States Supreme Court, which overturned earlier rulings going back to Plessy v. Ferguson in 1896 by declaring that state laws that established separate public schools for black and white students denied black children equal educational opportunities. Handed down on May 17, 1954, the Warrens Court unanimous 9-0 decision stated that separate educational facilities are inherently unequal. As a result, de jure racial segregation was ruled a violation of the Equal Protection Clause of the 14th Amendment of the United States Constitution. This victory paved the way for integration and civil rights movement. So the bottom line is that Brown versus the Board of Education overturned Plessy versus Ferguson because separate but equal is truly not equal, because it affects the self-esteem and dignity of a human being.
Very well. Excellent. And you know, interestingly enough, even though the law has changed, nothing else changed. The legal framework was altered significantly in 1954, but the social, cultural, psychological, ideological, all that stuff remained intact, and we've seen the results. Because the very decision itself was not well received. In the wake of the Brown decision, over 100 members of the U.S. Congress pinned their names to a document that we know as the Southern Manifesto. In that document, they underscored their desire and their willingness to do whatever they could do within their power to prevent implementation of the Brown decision. So, okay, questions from the group. Questions, here we go. Stand right up. Her question, why did I decide to attend Central? Very good question. Lots of reasons, not the least of which was that I was really feeling burdened by the system. It was so oppressive. I knew that it was wrong to deny black people the right to participate fully in society. It made no sense.
I wanted to change that. I also wanted the right to go to my neighborhood school. Central was my neighborhood school. I could walk there. To get to the all-black school, Horace Mann High, I had to take a city bus, ride it downtown, transfer to another bus to go way over on the east side of town, where I wouldn't ordinarily go unless I had to go to school. Now that made no sense. Third reason, I knew for a fact that a lot of people before me had given their lives in this same struggle for equality, for justice, for human rights. They had sacrificed their lives. I could not, in good conscience, say no to my opportunity. It would have been virtually the same as turning around and spitting on the graves of other people. No way could I do that. So those are three of the more salient reasons. Good question. Thank you. Okay. So question number 2. And while number 2 is coming, stand right up. Before you speak, I want to ask the person with question number 3 to be ready. Okay. Oh, why did Melvin title the book Warriors Don't Cry? I think it's because in one section of the book she talks about her grandmother in India who told her one day, Melvin came home crying. And her grandmother said, oh, no, we don't cry. Oh, no, we do what we have to do. We go forth and take care of business. We don't waste time crying. And so Melvin got the idea. Oh, okay, we don't cry, but we're in this battle with warriors, so warriors don't cry. It's all wrong, by the way. We cried all the time. I can vouch for that. Shed a lot of tears. Because it was painful and it hurt and I didn't like it. And I cried about it. Oh yeah. It's okay to cry. You can cry too, can't you? All right. Okay, number 3. Okay, here we go. Doesn't matter, somebody. How do I feel when somebody did something? Somebody said they were paying me to go to school? Really? I didn't know that. My check is overdue. Oh no, I never even heard that one. You know what I did hear? I heard that, wow, those 9 kids must have been imported from Chicago. I heard that part. But no, I didn't hear about the payment. I needed to hear about that. You know, you think about this much time, over 50 years in interest, oh my, I'd get a lot of money. I'm down with that. I need a little money. Especially since this recent April 15, IRS put me through a grinder. By the way, folks, when you're out there making a lot of money, be sure you factor in the IRS. Okay. Oh, there's another person. Okay, right over here. Stand right up, sir. Speak loudly. Did anybody threaten me? About? People threaten me all the time. They threatened to kill me. They threatened to kill me if I kept going. I kept going anyway. They kept threatening to kill me. They were never successful, which is pretty cool because I can be here today. Had they been successful, all you would have is a photo. Maybe. In memoriam. Terry Roberts, it was so good to have known you. Oh. Okay. Yes. Very good. 2 questions. What was my favorite subject? And I'd have to say math above all. I love that subject. When I found out that math was not so much about the numbers, but about reasoning and logic, oh, I was hooked. And then it was easy for me to study because that was my goal. See, what I discovered is no matter how much noise is in the system, no matter how much stuff is going on around you, if you choose to be the executive in charge of learning, you will do that. You will not allow that other stuff to distract you. And I say that for you guys too, because sometimes you get distracted by stuff. You know, it's too noisy or it's too quiet or whatever. It's like Goldilocks, right? And the 3 bears. It's too hot, it's too cold, it's just right. It's really just right. Whatever it is, deal with it. I am